since I've been able to pick up a book and turn a page, I've always questioned what I read. There are some questions in life that you just don't want the answers to, unless you're curious like a little monkey searching for an adventure. And because of that, I always find myself in tight spots without a man wearing a yellow hat to help me maneuver elsewhere. But I always look at this world as being an open book to possibilities. So naturally, I should be well knowledgeable in distinguishing the difference between what is fact and fiction. But facts are becoming more fabricated than the paper they are printed on. Case in point. September 11, 2001. It is stated that America suffered its first terrorist attack on its own soil by the use of airplanes. But this country doesn't want to recall the Tulsa race riots of 1921, when America dispatched 6 biplanes to Tulsa to drop incinerator bombs and fire rounds on a so-called Negro uprising, killing over 300 blacks. Maybe they didn't see this as terrorism, or more like a chance to burn an old crop to render it useless. Now, once I stumbled across a book on medicine, and from there began to pick up the pace, how we are always racing towards a cure. Now, sure, advances have become costly over the years, but the price of life and intelligence has made it for it easy. I mean, the Ohio State prison system once injected live cancer cells into inmates to find some type of results, while FDA manufactured a new drug to calm down children's mild complaints by taking placebo, spelling it backwards just to redistribute it as overcall to help double their profits. I'm now starting to question the authenticity within this written scripture. So I guess it's best that I look towards a good book, because they said that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and God's Word will always reign supreme, as long as it's the King James Version. No, wait. No, it has to be the New International one, or one of the other 50 books that were produced since the original. So if the red ink that I'm reading isn't actually coming from him, what am I to believe? How can I take these facts for us Americans to understand when America doesn't even have an official language to comprehend? Food for thought. There are more libraries built here than McDonald's, but we're so quick to intake toxins over knowledge, we find it easier to digest. Facts that became a ninth wonder of the world, which still exists, and I know y'all looking at me like I'm getting high from my own words. But that would be no different than taking the Declaration of Independence, rolling it up, and smoking that shit since it was written on hemp paper. Now, Patrick Henry was asked to help draft the Constitution, but refused because he stated that he smelled a rat. Now, years later, you have more than one running around Capitol Hill, cutting up government cheese to feed these low-income neighborhoods. But come to think about it, if a pro is a positive and a con is a negative, then I guess the opposite of progress should be Congress. Ever since I've been able to pick up a book and turn the page, I've always questioned what I read, which means you'd be better to know a little more than a lot. But what can I determine now if we don't even know the difference between what's fact and fiction?